In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing the importance of material IDs when taking a model from a 3D modeling software into Unreal Engine. So I've already exported this as it is without any different materials, but what I'm going to be doing is assigning different materials to different aspects that I might want a different material onto. So in some cases in games development, you have a library of materials within the engine, so Unreal Engine in this case, that you'd want to assign to different parts of a model. Maybe you don't want a specific texture for that model, you just want, so for instance, maybe I want wood here, but then I want these braces as metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the faces that I want to change the material of, and then if I hold right click, I can assign new material, or assign an existing material, but I want to assign a new material. So then what I want to do is I'll just make a Lambert. It doesn't really matter too much what the material is, as long as it's something different. So a good thing to do as well is to have these as very bright colours. So especially when you've finished with the model and you're not worried about the bright colour, then we can start to change this. So do a bright green, but maybe we want these inner bits as a different kind of wood. Maybe it's been stained in a different way. So we can do that, assign new material, then do Lambert, and then I'll do this as blue, bright blue. So we've got these as completely different colours here. So then if I do object mode, export selection, and then I'll do this one as create, done. So then what I'll do is I'll open up this project here, I'll import the two models that I've done. Where are they? Yeah. And then what we can do is we could do create new materials, and it'll import the colours that we've done in Maya or whatever 3D modeler software you do. I usually like to do don't create material and don't import the textures. So it's nice and clean, it's not filling out the space. And I've got these now. So what we can see is different is I'll open both of these up. So on the right, we can see material slots, and then we've got just one here. So this is the undone one. The UVs haven't been done, which is why you can see these stretching things. But if I, for instance, put this on, so it does look weird. Obviously, I'm just putting on a random texture here, but you can see that material assigns it to everything. Whereas with this create done, we've got 3 now. So each of those would be assigned to those different colours. So I could do mannequin on that one, so that's changing that. That was changing that, and then we've got that one there. So we've got 3 different stuff. Weird, so I'll just change that to prototype 2. So we've got this stuff here. So obviously we had to guess what those were, which might be a case of you want to import the materials. So if I delete this and then re-import it, but then I click create new materials, if I import that then, so it has made some materials that I'll probably not want to use in the end, but what it's done is I now know that this red one is the material that I want to change. And then I could either change this material in here, and then it's already automatically placed in, or I can just swap it out here. Whereas another good trick is if you press highlight, it highlights the areas, the faces that that the model is using. So for instance, if we had it as we had it before, but we did isolate, highlight, then it highlights it, or we could do isolate and it just has those areas selected, visible. So those are a few tricks that you can use for importing a model into Unreal using different material IDs to separate those materials.